So today, this afternoon, all I'm going to be doing is giving you an update on roughly the 1 month progress of the 1.5 pound package experiment that I started at the end of April. It's May 22nd right now, so we're just shy of a full month. But um, we had kind of a colder spring than or a colder May than I had anticipated. I'm sure it probably did set these packages back a little bit, being that they did not have 3 pounds of bees to keep brood warm. I did notice quite a few mummies coming out. Sorry for the smoke. No matter where I put the smoker, that's where the smoke goes in front of the camera. Yeah, they just didn't have enough bees to cover, and I did notice quite a few mummies out in the front of the hives from chalk brood or chilled brood or whatever you want to call it. They just didn't have the bees to cover the brood that they wanted. Um, so there was a setback on these hives, but we're just going to go in and just take a look and see where they're at right now. I'm not expecting miracles, but you know, some nice brood patterns and stuff like that's kind of what I'm looking for. So let's take a look. You'll have to excuse the camera work. I'm working with a new camera, trying to get used to the lenses, and trying to figure out the best lenses to use. Oh, look at all the ants. Now, if you remember back in the end of April, what I ended up doing was taking two 3.5 pound packages, splitting them over two 4x4, 4/4 hives, and just kind of seeing seeing what we could accomplish. The experiment being that to duplicate a study in Europe that said 1.5 or 2 pound packages will outperform a 3 pound package. And I just kind of want to see how they will progress. So let's see if you can see this. Let the camera kind of focus there, but you can really see all the nice brood there, larvae. Going out in concentric circles, you know, I gotta like that. Um, you know, that's what I want to see, kind of getting younger as it goes out, and that's exactly what I am seeing here. Very, very, very nice. Pollen around the ring, nectar around the ring. This is on the 3rd frame, so that's a really good sign. Now this brood has emerged, and as you can kind of guess, with that cold weather, I can see that it's a spotty pattern where she filled in with eggs as they pulled out mummies that died. So you can kind of see how the pattern is a little spotty in there for this one. As the older brood did emerge, some did die, obviously, that they had pulled out, but they have filled it in with larvae. The last frame that we pulled out, obviously, is newer, which is why the brood pattern is so so more even and consistent. Okay. Boy, these ants are just opportunistic, aren't they? Just nectar in this one, looks like. If I can see that right. I don't see anything else in the cells. Except nectar, so. And they're building comb out on this side. Let's get that in the frame there so that you can see it. They're building comb out on this side. So good progress. They're making comb. Nice brood pattern there. Again with the little spotty pattern, probably because of the cold. You can kind of catch that. But they're filling it in. I didn't update this, but my one video, this is the colony where I thought maybe there was 2 queens in it, and one of my viewers spotted the queen actually dropping off as I was handling the frame, dropped off onto that next frame that I pulled, so it gave the appearance that the queen was on 2 different frames, or that there might have been 2 queens, when in fact it was just the one. She just gratuitously jumped up. Again, some calm hives here. Ow. Golly. Really spotty. Really spotty. Well, let's see what we can see on this one. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So lots of larvae, good pollen. One of the things I'm noticing here is that there's bees down below, and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. So I'd like to take a look. Let's see how far, if they're, oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. They're down below here. And you can't see that. Down below, a little bit. Started working down here. Don't know what they're doing down here, but they're working down here. Just storing nectar. I was wondering if the queen was down here. I don't see her. And they're drawing comb on this foundationless frame. And she's got this one all laid up. She's got this one all laid up. So this colony is plugging right along. Well, let's see what this hive can do. Interesting. Okay. Not a lot in this one. I can feel nectar. That's exactly what they've put in it. Building a little comb and sticking away a little nectar. Breeze, come here. Okay, we've got queen cups. Let's take a look here. Well, in case any of you have never seen a queen cup before. There we go. And then we can see if there's anything in them. And other than the brood that I see, I don't see any eggs or anything like that. I'm not so sure this one has a queen now. Man, I don't know. Holy crap, yeah. Ha! Look at that. Completely capped frame. But I don't see much for larvae up here. Wow. I'm gonna look at this later on the screen close up and see what I can see, because it's really hard to tell. If there's larvae in there, but man, oh man, that's a lot of capped brood on that side. Whew. She might have moved down, and that might be why there's no larva, but that's a pretty good queen, don't you think? That's a completely capped frame right there. This colony is about ready to explode, actually. I'd give it another week or two. Oh wow, look at all that larvae. Oh yeah, there's a queen. Really good queen. It's a very, very, very productive colony. And from the looks of it, they're down below too. Okay. Well, let's kind of take a look here. See what we can see. They've not only built comb, but the queen has laid in it. She wants to lay in this new comb. Bad. Here, let me show it to you. So this is kind of pretty much drone brood, actually, that she's laying up here. But you can kind of see. Yeah, they're all full of eggs. Nice. They love those foundationless frames, man. And this one is loaded with nectar and pollen on one side. Nectar and pollen on the other side. Well, they're moving down, so good, good, good. Ooh, I had a frame fall down. Nothing on this one. Oh, geez. Nothing but nectar in here. Nectar and pollen here. Laid up with brood, completely laid up. So, that's on that side. See what you can see. And this is this side. And I'm sure that you can catch that with this lens on. I'm pretty sure. Beautiful. I have not seen a queen in any of these 4 colonies, which is really funny. They're down below just a little bit, but not too awful. So I'd give this colony another 2 weeks and it'll start to explode as well. So that's what I'd say about all these nukes. They need about 2 weeks before they're going to do anything to write home about. So all in all, 4 months progress. I'm kind of content with this, especially for the cold weather that we've had. All the hives seem to be progressing along just fine, and I'm slightly impressed. I think if I was in the southern states, I think they would have exploded even more, but that cold really, and it was like a sporadic type of cold, because it was cold, it got nice, cold, it got nice, rain, where they couldn't get out, that kind of stuff, that can set them back. But for that much intermittent weather, I'm pretty happy. So we'll check back on them in about another month, and I'll let you guys know how they go. Talk to you next time.